Thank you, Nirobhai. Jackass to everyone.
I just sorry to
So I
interrupt.
don't have slides to share, but I will quickly touch upon on my background. So I'm basically from Bhuj. I studied my initial time in Bhuj. Then I did my BCom in MS University, Vadodara. And then in 2001, we shifted to Mumbai. That's where, my career, I would say, transformation, which triggered. Uh, Actually, થયું એવું કે that was the year જ્યારે earthquake થયો હતો, and that's the year we shifted from Bhuj to Mumbai. So મારે actually હતું aspiration કે મારે CA અથવા MBA કરવું હતું in finance, but destiny was something else, and I was always prepared for that. Uh, મેં ત્યારે entrance માટે try કરી, but I was not fortunate enough to pass out the entrance in Mumbai because of obviously not prepared well. But after that, I decided to jump into the IT infrastructure career, which was just booming that time. It was I'm talking about 2001, 2002. Then I did my some computer courses and I started my complete different journey. Right. Uh, Today, I have around 20 plus years of experience in IT infrastructure. Currently, I'm working as an IT manager in ZS Associates. They are into the pharma consulting business, but I am purely into the IT infrastructure side. Now, to give you a background, what is IT infrastructure? So, as Nirav bhai rightly run through about software journey, product development, right? Uh, but to give you a layman language, all this runs on the platform. I'm sure you are aware about basic computer which you require to prepare any Word, Excel file, or you want to access, your emails, etc. Right? So, uh, if I talk about again 10 years ago's time, it was all, on premise. It used to be called as an on premise platform. So, બધાને ખબર હશે કે ડેટા સેન્ટર કરીને એક વર્ડ યુઝ થતો હતો કે દરેક કંપનીનું પોતાનું ડેટા સેન્ટર હોય અને ડેટા સેન્ટરને મેનેજ કરવા માટે એક આઈટી ટીમ હોય. તો આઈટીમાં બે પોર્શન હોય કે એક ઇઝ આઈટી ઇન્ફ્રાસ્ટ્રક્ચર ટીમ and one is about software team, right? So software application teams takes care of whatever application. તો આજે તમે બેન્કિંગની વેબસાઇટ પર લોગિન કરો છો, નેટ બેન્કિંગ યુઝ કરો છો, તો એ બધું જે છે એ પ્લેટફોર્મ ઇટ ઇઝ ઓલ સોફ્ટવેર બેઝડ અને એની બેકગ્રાઉન્ડમાં જે વેબસાઇટ હોસ્ટેડ છે that is your hardware platform જેના પર એ રન થાય છે. So you need the resources to run those application, those functionality. Uh, so earlier everything used to be, people used to buy everything for their own company. So mara mate, there is a change which I have seen during my journey. Uh, Initially every company used to procure every server, every each of every you can say RAM upgrade is required and everything. But now in today's world, cloud computing is in the market, right? So everyone is, I'm sure everyone is hearing about cloud, then artificial intelligence, then chatbot. Today nowadays everyone is talking about chat GPT. So whatever we are seeing today, 99% is hosted on cloud. So again, to give you a classic example about for example, Amazon. So I have worked with companies like Wipro, Accenture, even Amazon. I was with Amazon for 3+ years prior to my this role. So for example, there is a sale which comes, right? So you must have seen that, okay, there is a Diwali sale, there is a Christmas sale and all those sale, and they offer bumper discount. So what happens is during that time, there are many users who hit to the our website, Amazon website, right? So what company will do? Company will not invest for the infrastructure which is required to perform during sale. What they will do is they will invest with the cloud system like AWS and Azure, saying that I will need, say, for example, only 1 GB to run this. And then whenever there is a sale or whenever my peak season is going on, I will need probably 2 GB of RAM. I'm just giving a hypothetical example. So what happens is you are able to save the cost, right? So all this decision, all this planning, all this strategy, right? All this implementation, those are the things which comes under IT infrastructure. So in case if one is inclined towards more on the platform perspective, the you talk about the connectivity between two branches of bank. So those everything comes under the IT infrastructure portfolio. Now to give you a brief about the what level you can grow in infrastructure domain. So there are few different line which comes, right. So to start with, basic is one can go as a SME, which is called as a very, it is an individual contributor role. So he or she may not be a people manager role. So he or she may not be leading the team, but he or she is very much contributing to as a expert of that particular vertical, right. So tomorrow you may not have a team who reports to you because you are not so good in managing team. That's fine, but you still can contribute as an individual contributor to manage that platform because you have that skills to run the show, right. And second part is about people manager role, which is like a combination of technology as well as people. So you know how to grow people who are in your team, and you also know the fundamentals about technology, and you will also have to have a key stakeholder management skills. So what will happen is you will try to balance out on all this area, and that's where you can grow, right. So this is again a middle level of growth area which I talk about. Now if I talk about the very higher level where people can target is in IT, there are probably two or three chief roles. Like one is called as obviously the CIO roles, which is called as the Chief Information Officer role, who takes care about the end-to-end infrastructure within the system, right? The second about the CTO role, which is like a Chief Technology Officer role, who is primarily interacting with the outside client more and then less within the system. But he or she will try to balance out and talking with CIO as well as COO, who is our chief or operating officer. He takes care about the actual operation in the business, right? The another vertical which is recently formed, I'm sure many students have heard about, is security. So what is happening is after this digitalization, last 10 years, hacking, cyber threat, cyber attacks, those are the things which have suddenly started coming up. So there is a new role which is now introduced, and largely it is now available in every organization. It's called as a CISO, which is Chief of Information Security Officer, right? So for that, you should have a knowledge about, probably ethical hacking or probably how security works, how can you protect different kind of threats, be it physical threat or be it, the digital threat, right? And if I talk about again outside uh, this core technology role, if you have, say, for example, vast experience like 15 to 20 years in IT, then you can also touch upon a CHRO role, which is like a Chief Human Resource Officer in any of the IT companies, because then you have the background of the technology. You can also have a CMO, which is Chief Marketing Officer role. And there is another vertical which is called as a Chief Financial Officer role. It is purely a finance role, but yes, there are some technology people who have a vast background. There are also CAs, and they have a mix of skills they can utilize. So these are the different fields which are available. And uh, let me tell you one thing, be very open, that never ever think that if I don't get admission in this XYZ college, my doors are closed, right? So last 30 seconds with me. So I just want you to just go in your flow, whatever you are getting, whatever opportunities are knocking your door, right? And just be it yourself. That's where you will deliver more in your career, right? I think that's all from my side, and all the best to everyone.